Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about Banjo-Kazooie and what I think happened to the franchise. If you're a fan of Banjo-Kazooie or you're a fan of the content on the channel, as always, thank you for the support, thank you for watching this one, and if you do enjoy, drop a like, be sure to subscribe so you never miss another video. So Banjo-Kazooie was a game that I played a lot growing up, and thanks to my brother, who is a lot older than me, 6 years to be precise, I first played Banjo-Kazooie on the Nintendo 64. Then it came out on Xbox 360, it came out in the Game Boy Advance. There's been several other titles over the years, and of course, let's not forget when he got introduced in Smash Bros. Ultimate. For starters, I still actually can't believe that happened, and I love playing Banjo-Kazooie on Smash because it seems awesome, and he is a great character. So let me know what you think in the comment section as always, and let's get into it. So Banjo-Kazooie, for me personally, was a great game. It was very single player based, of course, throughout many titles over the years. It used to be owned by Rare Replay, and being heavily involved with Nintendo games, it is actually now owned by Microsoft, so Xbox and stuff like that, which is quite interesting. And what happened to the game? What happened to the franchise? Well, over the next couple of years that have gone past, apart from being in Smash Ultimate, they haven't really had their own standalone game for quite a time. And I think it was one of the main reasons why I enjoyed the game so much was because of how cool it was. Now, you got all these other single player games. You got Crash, you got Spyro, you got Rayman, you got Earthworm Jim. I could go on. But Banjo-Kazooie was another one of those single player games alongside those ones I just mentioned, which was just fun to play and could be quite challenging at times. So obviously you had loads of wacky characters, you had loads of great levels, the soundtracks in pretty much all of the games were great. But one game didn't really do so well, and that was Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Now, I remember when that game came out. Please let me know in the comment section when that came out, because I can't actually remember. But the game didn't do so well, and they transformed the game quite a bit. And let's just say the community and the fans of Banjo-Kazooie weren't quite pleased with what they did. They changed the look of Banjo and Kazooie themselves. They changed the entire game, basically, and it was not a game that got good feedback. Now, you could argue that was the slight downfall of the entire franchise. I feel like most of the games for these two and the rest of the characters have been fantastic. But yeah, Nuts and Bolts was the last game, if I remember correctly, that came out for them. I actually don't know if they've had a game since then. So you could argue, because of the bad feedback on that game, that the franchise has took a real stopping point. And who knows, maybe there's a game in the works. There could be a movie production. You never know. Now that we've had the Mario movie, it would be cool to see a Banjo movie, but I'm just dreaming here at this point. So the thing is with Banjo-Kazooie, I always remembered how challenging it was on the Nintendo 64, and of course on the Xbox nowadays you can also play it on the Nintendo Switch. For the game at its time, even now, it is still sometimes quite difficult to get your head around some of the levels and some of the jigsaw pieces and stuff like that. And I feel like the main reason why it did so well is because of how different it was compared to Mario, compared to all of the other games I mentioned earlier. And I think one of the cool things about this game was the different levels. Now, there's so many levels in all of the Banjo games, and they are completely different every single time. There's bosses, there's jigsaw pieces, there's musical notes, there's feathers, there's special moves you can learn as you progress in the game. You can turn into different things thanks to Mumbo, who is down here in the bottom right. You know, there's all these different things, and it's not just one thing that you're going towards. There's several different goals, and I think it's a good way to keep the game fresh and, you know, not so boring in terms of just one goal. You can collect everything else and stuff like that. So personally, I loved Banjo-Kazooie growing up. It was definitely a childhood game of mine. More so my brother, but thanks to him, like I said, I did play it quite a lot. And I would love to see them get their own game again, or some sort of, you know, media whether it's a TV show, whether it's another appearance in another game, or something to do with them. Because obviously Smash Bros. Ultimate was amazing. I still remember when they got introduced, like I said, and everybody went crazy because a lot of the fans of Banjo-Kazooie are quite older now, and I'm one of those people. So, you know, seeing the fans go crazy for these two when they came into Smash Ultimate was amazing, and a lot of people really liked it. So I definitely can see something happening with this franchise in the future. I think it, you know, still a franchise that people still love, and I definitely think there is space for them to come back. Whether it's on the Nintendo side of things, whether it's on the Microsoft side of things, who knows? We'll have to wait and see. But obviously, with that whole owning kind of thing, they are owned by Microsoft, like I said. So who knows? Maybe Nintendo will somehow get them under their wing instead of Microsoft, because Microsoft haven't really done anything with them since, whereas Nintendo have done a couple of things with them, and they don't even own the company, or the company doesn't even own Banjo-Kazooie themselves. So who knows? Maybe they'll trade them or sell them over to Nintendo, and then Nintendo can go from there. But I would love to see another game come out for these guys. I think there's definitely room, like I said, inside the Nintendo single player world for these awesome characters to return. You've got the Jinjos, you've got Gruntilda, you've got Klungo, you've got all these different things. Even like a remake of the original N64 one with better graphics and stuff like that would be awesome. So yeah, I feel like the downfall was nuts and bolts, and you know what revived it was definitely when they got introduced into Smash Ultimate, because that was just a peak moment in Smash, and a lot of people never thought it would happen, but it was amazing, and I would never forget when they got introduced. So let me know what you think about Banjo-Kazooie in the comment section. What do you think happened to the franchise? Do you think that they have a chance of coming back onto the mainstream scene, or do you think they are completely finished? So let me know in the comment section. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out any of the other videos on the channel. See you later, guys. Have a good one.